What's up, guys? Tobin here with you. Thank you for checking out the channel. Just figured I'd drop this and get this on the YouTube page. But I will be talking about this live on the radio show from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. So you guys can bring your frustrations there if you want. I'll take heat calls today and hear everybody out. But the news today is Donovan Mitchell. He tweeted out the old Wolf of Wall Street that he's not bleeping leaving. And then the reports come out there after that he is signing a 3-year, $150 million max extension that includes a player option in 27-28. And so there you go. The Spiders. I'll say this, a couple things. On the positive side of things, I don't have to deal with this all summer. You know, I don't have to be on a Damian Lillard-like watch all summer for Spida. Appreciate him just getting to it. On the other side, I will give props to my boy Leroy Horde. Woj, you did not break this story. Leroy broke this story at about 11:45 yesterday on July 1st. So Leroy is a basketball insider. And yeah, that's about the only positive I can think of. I will say, yes, this is the first time now I am officially disappointed in the offseason. Although, look, all signs and everybody was saying, yeah, they thought that he was going to sign the extension. And it didn't turn out to be bull bleep. It turned out to be true that Donovan Mitchell is comfortable staying in Cleveland, seems to like Cleveland. It was actually like liking when we could look at likes. And we'll get to Twitter likes here in a bit. You know, was liking things about, oh, people sleep on Cleveland. All right, man, enjoy Cleveland. Enjoy Cleveland. But Donovan Mitchell is staying with the Cleveland Cavaliers. And so the Miami Heat are once again staring at a summer of what? Their offseason has consisted of giving Kevin Love a sweetheart deal that gave him an extra guaranteed $4 million. They're going to lose Caleb Martin, which is not surprising. And, you know, I'm not up in arms about it as much as other people are, just because I think you got out of it what you could from a great story, and then that is what it is. And then, you know, got 2 draft picks that everybody seems pretty pumped about, which is honestly the part of the franchise that has given everybody more hope than anybody else. But yeah, you sit here in a summer where, you know, very similar to last year, you've watched the Knicks make a major move, the Sixers make a major move, Celtics are the reigning champs, Cavaliers got their big move because they got to keep Donovan Mitchell. The Bucks are kind of the only team that's really lingering right now, where you're like, are they just gonna run it back, or are there gonna be some bones to pick there from, you know, Brook Lopez, Bobby Portis, or in a real a real craze move with Damian Lillard actually ask out. But I doubt it. I doubt he wants to go through another summer of that. And then you're the Heat, you know, and you're just sitting here, and the homer in me could actually look at this Heat off season, and I can look at it in a lot of directions and actually think it is set up better than last year for Miami, because there isn't all this Damian Lillard stuff hanging over the organization, and that could be better for, you know, the mentals of a Jovic and a Jaquez and a Tyler Herro. The Jimmy Butler contract situation seems like it's been positively put in your court, because he's not going to drag out this thing or drag his feet on an extension. He's just put, you know, not looking for it. But you can't ignore what it was, and that was that last year you weren't a durable team. You are basically bringing back the same roster with the same durability questions for everybody out here who is not Bam, Jaime Jaquez, and Nikola Jovic, because even Duncan Robinson, who's been one of the more durable players in the league, I don't know what's up with his back. Terry Rozier had a neck injury. Tyler Herro, you can never really rely on his health. And then Jimmy Butler, with his wear and tear and age, you're hopeful that there's going to be a bounce back, but you don't really know. And so, like, what can the Heat really point to and be like, no, this is going to be different? And you really can't do anything other than just look at the youth on the team and just be like, yeah, Jovic is going to take a leap. Jaime is going to take a leap. And as we've learned from Tyler Herro, leaps aren't guaranteed. Leaps are hopes. What's still out there for Miami at this point? If you want to go into the whaling provisions, I mean, look, I've told you, is there a possibility that Trae Young shakes free? Would the Heat even go in that direction? The Laurie Marketing thing, don't really see them rumored around anything with it. Like I've said, I think with Danny Ainge, that's going to take a bevy of picks that they don't have. I suppose Brandon Ingram, that game is still there. If you look at that as even a huge tick up, because you're going to obviously have to give him a monster contract. Brandon Ingram, Tyler Herro, what do you weigh there as the difference for Miami as far as it's concerned? So I get the depression at this point, guys. I get the frustration at this point. That was a really disappointing season, and it is already irritating to the Heat fan that after a finals run, you felt like you've done nothing. And look, in the Jimmy Butler era, the Heat's two major moves have basically felt like layup outside of the Andre Iguodala, Jay Crowder deal, where it really felt like they won a deal. Really felt like they won a deal. Their next moves were getting Kyle Lowry, which they tampered with. They had the in because he was Jimmy's best friend, and also gave him an extra guaranteed year. So, okay, major move. It worked out. I'll just say it worked out for the Heat, but definitely not. Not nearly to the level they thought it would. And then, the Terry Rozier trade was, am I supposed to give, you trade an expiring contract and a first to get him here. Felt like, kind of like the bare minimum deal that they made, and they had an unfortunate break because, his neck got messed up. So, I don't know. There's definitely a rightful feeling of pessimism around the team right now, because it doesn't feel like there are external paths for them to get better. I think there are decent internal paths from guys that are on the roster who are really young. I'm really excited about the young guys on this team. I mean, I'm more excited about the youth on the team this year than I was last year. I'm really excited to see Jovic's next step, Jaquez's next step, what he is going to be with this Miami Heat team. So I'm excited about that stuff. There are guys on this roster that I'm excited to see play. But then you even get down to all right, are we going back into a year? And UD made some reference to this too, right? Where it was UD when he was on television, and this was what Pat Riley got pissed about, but when he had said the thing about, Tyler Herro being a six man, and that they should start Duncan Robinson. It's better for their chemistry, which is absolutely true. Are they even going to do that? Because they've really given Tyler everything they want. And then you have Tyler liking tweets again, which I think he probably thought in today's Elon Musk X, no one's ever going to expose my likes ever again. But, of course, there's going to be fans that are excited when an NBA star likes their stuff on Twitter. And so yesterday, he likes this tweet from a reader who was going off of an Ira Winderman tweet that had said basically, the Celtics just locked up Tyler Herro. The Celtics just got Derek White locked up for Tyler Herro money. And Derek White's been one of the biggest contributors on a championship team. I know he's not thought of as a go-to option. Everyone's always going to think of the Jays as that. And then Kristaps Porzingis, and then Drew Holiday, and then Derek White. So he's not looked upon as being a go-to scorer. But the thing is that Derek White Derek White has hit clutch shot after clutch shot after clutch shot for the Celtics. Stuck a dagger in the Heat's heart last year with a tip-in, and he's tremendous defensively. And so some reader had put, switch Derek White and Tyler Herro, ask White to be the number one scoring option while Jimmy takes the regular season off, and see how good White's efficiency is. LMAO, situation matters. And so Tyler Herro apparently liked this tweet. And I'm just kind of confused with this because it's like, all right, well, what does Tyler want to be? Like, does Tyler want to be the star, or does he want to be a role player? Because I thought forever it was always like, oh, I'm in the category with these guys, and I'm going to, show the world that I am a star, an all-star, and now all of a sudden role and situation matters, when it's like, yeah, but he's always been put in the comfortable role for himself, other than like even the year where he was sixth man of the year and he was coming off the bench. He still closed every game. He still took the most shots on the team. He didn't sacrifice anything. And he talked a little bit about this last year. Would have been kind of a showing ground for him because he was maybe going to come off the bench off of his injury, where he, by the way, take the regular season off. You like a tweet where you missed half the season. That's not the best look in the world, even though he probably thought that nobody was going to see it. But as a guy who lives in this social media day and age, he should probably be hipper to that, or maybe he wants people to see it. I don't know. But situation, like every situation since he's been a rookie, the Miami Heat, other than him being dangled in trade rumors, which have never come to fruition, he got an extension for $100+ million. He's gotten to take as many shots as he wants on the team. Got to start after an award-winning season as sixth man of the year. He's been starting ever since. I just don't know, like, what situation have the Heat not tried to make it work for Tyler Herro? So I'm very curious to see, with a guy who doesn't seem like he's that thrilled with whatever he's not happy with, how he's been treated, how the fans look at him, how the organization is always looking to improve, I think, his production and availability. I'm curious to see like what that is going to entail for this upcoming year. But that's there's plenty of other things to go into in the summer for this. But yeah, Donovan Mitchell, kick rocks, never wanted you.